Good evening, or afternoon, or perhaps even good day. Gentle beings and folks of the Black Pants Legion, the Black Pants Legion Auxiliary, and to both kingdoms, under the joint crown of I, do bid you welcome to the opening of the Black Pants Legion Pantsraad, which is our deliberative organ through which shitposts are discussed, valued, and disseminated. On this most august day, the Black Pants Legion Pantsraad has decided to have a debate over what colors we shall wear for the next many months' time and what is best reflective of us. I have been invited to open this, not only as I am technically in charge, but I am absolutely colorblind, and I don't care who wins.
Hear, 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 hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May the finest choices rule, and now, like any parliamentary monarch, I shall hide in the back room and watch the chaos which springs forth from your very stupid fingers.
Hear,
You here?
hear, hear, hear.
All right.
Hear.
All right, welcome everybody to WBPL 76. This is the second annual or third?
Yes.
Second
indeed.
annual color Pantsraad color debate. It's been a few years since we did one back in 2022, but you guys will be helping influence in a small way at most the colors of the roles that will be demonstrated in the BPL from here on forward until the next debate. And now I'll turn this whole thing over to Will the Great, our moderator.
Thank you, Honorable Mr. Diggs. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege as Speaker of the Pantsraad to call this session of the House to order. The matter to be debated is as follows: a non-binding resolution to determine the new username color scheme for the Black Pants Legion. Representing the hot dog color scheme, the Honorable Mr. Diggs and the Honorable Kaijufro.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you.
Representing Space, the Honorable Mr. Stuka and the Honorable Mr. Turbo. Representing the great state of Van Zant, the Right Honorable Mr. Squick, and the Honorable Mr. Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
And for the Star Trek color scheme, the Honorable Bizmonkey and the Honorable Super Chief.
Hello.
I will ask each member to begin by speaking for up to 60 seconds. I will remind the members of the House that heckling is not only permitted, it is encouraged, and that Calvin
Boo.
Ball rules apply. For members of the audience, if you wish a question to be posed to the delegates, please enter it as a highlighted message in chat. Just like with real democracy, it only works if you pay somebody.
Yeah.
That being established, I will now call upon Team Hot Dog to deliver the first 60-second speech. You have the floor.
All right, Diggs, did you want to do this or?
No,
should
you're
I?
an opener. You're an opener.
Oh, I'm an opener. Okay, well, the hot dog. Excuse me. Let us consider the hot dog.
No.
It is. Well, we're going to consider it anyway.
Nah.
It is the perfect food. It is a perfect delivery device for meat, for bread, and for condiments.
It's just a sandwich.
It is not a sandwich.
It's an
made of
open-faced
weird pig
ravioli.
Also, it is of these color choices the only one that is truly egalitarian. For all the other color schemes denote some sort of rank within some sort of an organization, whereas for us, the hot dog is for everyone.
True.
Everyone gets to take part. Every color in our scheme comes together to become the perfect food. It is not divisive as the other colors are, with the ranks of the Star Trek people or the space people. I don't even know what the heck those colors represent for space, because a hot dog is universal. Everyone knows what a hot dog is.
Spaceman?
I am no spaceman, because there are some people who just do not take part in space.
Time.
But everyone takes part in hot dog. Anyway,
Time.
thank you.
Speaker now calls upon Team Spess to deliver their opening statement. You have 60 seconds.
We represent the Space Team. We wear traffic cones on our heads. We give the clown fun stuff to play with. We move freight. Our colors are as follows. Gray for the new fucks, as they have yet to be proven gentlemanly enough for Spess. Dark tan for the man who tells us not to die, then orders the guns and pizza parties for when we are good specimens. The King of Cargonia, praise be unto him.
Praise be unto him. But the King of Cargonia, praise be unto him, in his vast wisdom did not make the station for himself. He made it for us, the Legion of Engineers.
Carry on. Sorry.
The Legion of Engineers, which be prosperly adorned in high-vis yellow, marking us as those worthy to maintain our workers' paradise through ceaseless ship-posting and gaming. Our color, in accordance with the desire of the people, is also inconvenient for light mode users. And we are not alone in maintaining this place for our mod team.
Time.
We have science. I'm going anyway. I'm going anyway. We have science purple because they invented
Hey, ho.
Order.
Purple is also Death Squad blue and
The
security red
The
combined.
speaker now calls upon the Van Zant team to deliver their 60-second opening statements.
And so it begins. Mr. Speaker, I would like to start by questioning the entire premise of this establishment. When last we spoke, I do believe we had placed a rock in charge. Not you. You may be the speaker functionally, but you are no in-charge king of group man.
Pausing time for a minute. Is the honorable member invoking a point of order?
No, I'm being mad. You can't
Very
stop
well.
me.
The member has the floor.
Yeah, and I'm not going to give it back. It's mine now. So, the hot dog team, they claim to be egalitarian. We don't even own an eagle. You try and release a bird in here, they're going to have a bad time. The space team, I mean, we're not a cult. Stop being weird. Stop putting the guy in charge, who's in charge of the thing that he's in charge of. He can't do that. It's space illegal. We're cool though. Lone Wolf, tell him we're cool.
We are so cool.
Excellent. And Star Trek is from like a galaxy fuck off beyond the moon. They don't even have colors. They drive too fast. You can't have fast drive color, man. Your colors can be all weird when you're standing still. Because that
I know this is
the way.
futile, but time.
Time is but an illusion if you speak long and hard enough. I
Your
have a
face is an
crowbar.
illusion.
Order.
I would like a pizza.
Order. The
and I would
speaker
like
is
it to
the
be
only one who's
large.
allowed to call order.
We don't have one of those.
You do.
I call
It's me.
chaos.
I am. Yes, exactly.
Are you wearing the rock?
Yes, I got 2 rocks right here. Boom!
Damn.
The speaker
Not
now calls
prepared for
upon.
this level of statesmanship.
Hand
Speaker
split
calls
hot
upon
dog.
Team Star Trek to deliver their 60-second opening statements.
Okay. What is the fate of humanity?
Not
What is
good.
our goal and our destiny? Is it to create mishmashes of unknown meat substances? Is it to blow up space stations with the help of clowns
Yes.
and demons? Or is it to
Yes.
shoot each other in some backwater area of the world?
Yeah,
Kind of.
Nay, I say it is to shitpost amongst the stars.
multitask.
In space.
In space. In vast
Yes.
space. To represent the opposition of chaos of our compatriots here, the order of the Federation color scheme shall push humanity's ability to shitpost beyond space and time
Marlon
without
Smuggler.
any wanton disregard for such things as civility and happiness and whatnot. We will be the efficient shitposters of all the galaxy. And that is why you should vote for Star Trek. Thank you.
Perfectly. Exactly 60 seconds. Well done.
Didn't even run out of time.
Thank you, honorable members. We will now move to the second phase of the debate, the pseudo-moderated bare knuckle round.
Yes.
I will remind the assembled members that statements must be directed through the speaker, that's me, and the members of the gallery that questions can be posed to the delegates by highlighting them in chat. I have a prepared list of questions here in addition. I will now open the floor to general debate for an arbitrary length of time.
Debate this.
The speaker
Oh, yeah.
recognizes the Honorable Mr.
Star
Square.
Trek.
Yes. I invite, first of all, the audience and other participating members, except Lone Wolf, who is cool, to debate the following. One hand, eggplant. The hand is splayed, and the eggplant is sizable.
The member
Furthermore-
will refrain from invoking hand eggplant in this chamber. That's my thing.
You got 2
splayed
hands.
hand hot dog.
Incidentally, invoke this splayed hand eggplant.
A reversal.
All right,
Mr.
Star Trek.
Speaker.
I got
This-
a question for you.
Now, the speaker recognizes, I think that was Kaiju.
Yes. Look, we all love hot dogs. Let's face it, if you were in Star Trek or on Van Zant or up in space, what are you going to eat? The easiest thing to hand, the most tasty thing, yes, corn dog being a form of the hot dog. Exactly. That makes it even easier. All you need is just a hand to hold the stick. It's the
Real
perfect
man
food.
eats it.
And no one has contests for how much Star Trek they can eat or how much Van Zant they can eat. Hear, hear. I think we all want to give a hear, hear to that. Hot dogs are great. I yield the rest of my time.
I
Mark,
have
no.
an objection.
The speaker recognizes Turbo.
I believe there is a picture that has been provided beforehand that contradicts some of your claim. Diggs, if you would.
Mr. Speaker,
You
I
claim
object.
that hot dogs are for family gatherings, that they are 100% good and wholesome.
Just sad.
Yeah.
Didn't realize how big it was. Sorry.
That's what she
Huge-
said.
No, hot dog, right?
Yeah.
Huge hot dog. Vote for hot dog. Huge. Look at that
Yes.
thing. It's almost as big as that one.
Mhm.
Huge hot dog, and yet where it is concerning.
Mr.
Point
Speaker, I object.
She also said
Speaker,
that.
a point of order. The hot dog represented in the picture provided by the hot dog team does not have ketchup on it, which is officially one of the colors of the hot dog group. Therefore, I move that it be disqualified.
What are you talking about? That's not our
It's still
picture.
a hot dog.
That's
Yeah,
someone else's
that's absolutely a
exhibit.
picture of you at a ditty party, sitting
Sorry, your
atop
propaganda will
jugs
not
of
get
baby
disqualified.
oil.
Thank
All
you.
right,
I object to this. It is not sad. He's holding 2 handfuls of freedom right there.
Look how sad he is.
He
Uh,
is
Being
crying for
mocked by his
joy.
animal
He is
companion.
crying for joy because he has not 1, not 2, but 3 hot dogs available to him, and a black dog behind him just looking on and being like, "I'm going to eat your hot dog," because dogs want them too.
He's
Everyone
crying
wants a
he's
hot
not in
dog.
space.
You know that dog wouldn't be lurking there. He would just go straight for the hot dog if he truly wanted it, as they do.
No, because
Mr.
he's being a
Speaker.
good boy.
Mr. Speaker, I object with a point of order.
the speaker recognizes Mr. Squick.
Firstly, there's entirely too much of it. None of these people are fist fighting, as is tradition. Instead, they appear to be forming some sort of primitive team framework in order to dunk on 1 or more of the opposing viewpoints. I object strenuously. Secondly, I object that I am too loud, and Lone Wolf has not had a chance to steal the hot dogs. For
I've been
snacking
working
reasons.
behind the scenes. What do you think all these great images have been?
My God, he's so subtle, I didn't realize. And thirdly, I object on general principle.
I will
Proceed.
remind
Well, I
everybody that if
object to your objection.
General
thing.
principle didn't even earn that rank, so I don't see
The
what that
member
has
is
to
not
do
Then
with
I
this.
object on admiral principle.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry, I have to go be seduced by a corn now.
It's nice corn. But I will say to the audience and our debaters and Will, if you want, and anyone, if you send me anything that's acceptable for stream will be put on the screen.
Anything that's acceptable for streaming. It is noted. Let the members of the house be informed. Diggs will put anything you send him up on stream.
Heyo.
He's just like Ron Burgundy with the teleprompter.
That can't possibly go wrong.
A question from the gallery for the members of the house.
Go on.
Does your palette work with all Discord modes? Dark, light, and the many custom selections available?
There is only one proper mode, and that is dark mode. Light mode can go eat a dick.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
If that's the way it is for you people, then it's that's unfortunate. Dark mode. That's the only one. So ours, yes, definitely works with it.
The Star Trek theme most definitely does as well. Look at this brilliant color scheme. Very, very distinct from one another.
Van Zandt would like to point out that we don't care. Stop having eyeballs.
Mr.
You're here
Speaker.
to like do weird shit. Stop making
The
it normal.
speaker recognizes Kaiju.
Yes, I would like to respond to the gentleman from Star Trek and say that your colors are divisive. Each one of them represents some sort of rank within their system. This is not the way we should be. We should come together as a group. We are all part of a group. We should all be part of the hot dog. I yield the rest of my time.
May I
I'll take it.
rebut?
The speaker recognizes the Honorable Super Chief.
So, without order and rank and insignia, chaos will destroy our goals in the end. I say that it is unifying naturally to be within some sort of rank structure, and having a complete mess of meat and bread is simply unacceptable. And I am done.
It smells rank too.
We have.
Look at
There
my
is a
profile.
question from the gallery for the Van Zandt party. Several users have asked this question, in fact, in various permutations. The question is, Van Zandt party, why do you feel you are too good for the color yellow?
Well, that's quite easy because the yellow color doesn't really exist. That's it.
Look, you want to see yellow so bad? You get yourself a set of them fancy man like Viper glasses, but in yellow they use for safety nerds at the shop with the spinning blades. Maybe get yourself some anti-laser eye protection instead of just squinting. This is Van Zandt. Stop trying to invent colors.
Yeah, it's the color of pee. No one likes that.
Yeah, you can also pee on things. That's
Oh,
legal.
you're saying you're too good for piss now? Is that what I'm hearing? You saying you don't piss?
I'm saying
Well,
we're
I'm
making
not
it an other
drinking
people
it.
problem.
I'm
Yeah,
making
no one
piss,
told
but
you to drink it.
I like
Some
to.
people
It's
pay extra for
refreshing.
that.
You don't drink piss, you piss piss. What is this misunderstanding?
Now it's reciprocating.
How dare you?
A
Hey, you never heard of
question
like the
Also,
sand sprinkler?
I have
Oh,
an
yes.
allegation against Star Trek. For you
Oh,
see,
dear.
they are an authoritarian regime. Starfleet doesn't even allow memes. They don't allow ship posting. You claim to be able to ship post in space, but it's illegal there.
Mr. Speaker, the Star Trek
If
team
their space is so
will not
good, why didn't
allow
they
this
make a
type of
space?
slander. Clearly,
If your space is so
there
good,
are
why didn't
memes
they make a
allowed in
space too?
space.
Oh wait, they did. It's called space.
Can anyone from the Star Trek team point to anyone in Star Trek ever shitposting?
I would point out that
Not a single reference to a single meme at any point in the series.
It's almost like memes didn't even exist when the series started.
I would dare
Do
say
we
that
want
the
that
existence of Wesley Crusher is
apocalyptic
entirely a
future?
This is true. Shut Up Wesley is, in fact, one of the original internet memes.
Shut up, Wesley.
Yeah, we had to make him a meme. They didn't. The fact that they weren't memeing on him themselves is proof of their dark future.
It was literally said by Picard.
It is no matter, for the meme came about naturally. There was no need for effort. It just happened. That is the power of Star Trek.
I believe in that instance, he truly was telling Wesley to shut up because Wesley was being insufferable. But at any point, has anyone in Star Trek actually shitposted for the lulls?
Mr. Speaker?
The speaker recognizes Mr. Squick.
Are the other members of this bullshit establishment that is intended to be under the rule of the boulder, but small, aware of the letter Q?
I second it.
I heard it.
I have no memory of this
It would
letter.
seem to me, Mr. Speaker, that those who purport to be in favor of the Trek branding are unaware of the provenance from which they draw power.
Mr. Speaker, a point of order to the Honorable Member Squick. If the Honorable Member Squick will note, Star Trek colors are original series in Strange New Worlds and not Next Generation. Therefore, the implication that we would associate with Q is plainly false.
The member's point
A
is noted.
Point of order,
from the
sir. Point of
incorrect
order.
team.
Recognizes the Honorable Mr. Lone Wolf.
Star Trek Discovery. Go idiot.
Oh.
Point of order, the colors of Star Trek Discovery were blue, gold, and silver and bronze, not
So you admit it
green,
exists.
yellow, blue, and red.
That's all I have to say. You admit it exists. There you go.
Wait,
We
can we
do
make
not
them
deny
put
the
on the football
existence of Star
suits?
Trek Discovery, merely its provenance is part of the color scheme.
These guys are fucking nuts.
On that note, a question for Team Star Trek.
Yes.
Quote, what the fuck was up with that episode where Tom Paris turned into a lizard?
Yeah, they had children. It was crazy. They broke the warp speed barrier. It was truly heroic and also a little fucked up. But also,
yeah, and then they broke HR.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to say no one has ever turned into a lizard from eating a hot dog.
Mr. Speaker, that is
Mr. Speaker,
blatant false
statement is
advertising.
entirely unfounded. Nobody can prove that you cannot turn into a lizard from eating a hot dog.
Any number of hot dog people could exist.
And they would be delicious.
A
That's why
question
they're eaten by lizards.
for Team Spess. Team Spess, what would you do if you were Cargo King?
Well, that's a pretty easy question. Oh, you go for this one, Stuka.
As someone who actually does have experience as a quartermaster, I would make money. I rest my case.
What's the point? Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Squick.
What is
I
the
would
point
provide
of
guns
money
to all the clowns.
if one is unwilling to use it for immediate belligerence?
You're a clown.
We're all clowns. That's the point. This whole place is one big circus. Why are you the last one to notice? That's why it's so funny
Then
here.
who is paying for the attendance?
He has a point.
The people in the audience right now.
Also, do we have an elephant? I would like to pet them.
We're looking. We
there
think they
is an
got lost
elephant
in
in the room.
cargo. That or the cook made hot dogs out
We
of
do
them.
not talk about the elephant in the room. I am looking for a different elephant.
Well, it's not in the room. It's in hot dogs in the galley.
Oh.
Well,
Mr.
I mean,
Speaker, a brief
unfortunate.
aside.
It could get in the room since we still haven't replaced the door that Squick broke down.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
expensive. But imagine, if you will, an elephant, but at the hot dog bar, just loading up before going full auto.
Imagine
Did
an elephant covered in corn armor.
Did the honorable Mr. Squick just incept me by telling me to imagine an elephant? I'm pretty sure that's how that goes.
Yes, but it has loaded the trunk with hot dogs and is ready to fire. Do you want the elephant nose hot dog? No? Vote Van Zant.
No one wants to
Here,
get
here.
shot by an elephant gun.
On that note, a question for the Van Zant party. Quote,
Bold.
how many LRMs do we get for this year's rotation if you are chosen?
Mr.
Well,
Lone Wolf, would you like to field
Let
this
us go with our motto of "Cito eto et devoro colum," which means "Go fast, eat ass." So we're gonna have all of them.
Yeah, remind me, how many LRMs can you jam down the tube of a Long Tom?
Many,
Nice.
many.
Oh, I love
That sounds like an
Celsius.
everyone problem. I'm in.
I have a question for Van Zant.
Bold.
Speaker recognizes Mr.
Why?
Turbo.
Why the heck do you have a color that's inconvenient for dark mode users in your lineup? Huh?
Why should we be limited to fighting light mode users?
I'll
We're gonna
tell you
have
why.
both sides mad, and that
That-
means we win.
That's easy because
No.
that color's for the boss, and we don't want to see him anyway. He'll be hidden in the background. He doesn't want to be seen. He
Yeah.
likes to be in the shadow. That's his choice.
Yeah, hold up. You want to discriminate against the colorblind by letting people see things?
Holy shit! Who knew?
Yeah.
What
How
was
dare
that?
you,
You
sir?
don't
How
wanna
dare
see
you,
them?
Space?
What?
Science is currently making at least 3 different potions that could, at random times throughout the day, restore and take away sight. That is our answer to this question.
Those are just called paint. Stop drinking it, or pass
Science
it
is
over.
just a bunch of janitors.
You're just a bunch of janitors. Look at
I
you.
Damn right,
respect
it's
the
an honorable
janitorial
job.
staff.
A question for the Honorable Hot Dog Coalition. Quote, if chosen, will you allow the adoption of pocket dogs as official rations?
Of course. Why not? I see no problem with this. It involves hot dog. I maybe I don't know what a pocket dog is, but that doesn't matter.
It's a chihuahua, sir. You're eating chihuahuas.
Good.
Sick.
They deserve it.
Disgusting.
Depends
will
on
be
what
forced
science
to
brings
fight.
into
They're
the
not even
galley,
a wiener
actually.
dog.
As someone who has been robbed by wiener dogs, go fuck yourself. Took my goddamn
Ow.
sandwich.
A question for all teams.
They are pack hunters.
What happens if you place all the colors into a Blendtec blender and hit subatomic slurry?
Brown.
Explosion.
You get Van
How about
Zant
that
because
is?
it's everything in all of us.
A very nice looking brown.
Mr. Speaker, I
Explosion, which
object
is
on
the
behalf of
actual
Van Zant.
color of space.
Another question for all delegates.
When
Have
I'm
you
not
ever
drinking-
been so far as to want to do more like?
That guy has.
Oh, you know it, brother.
That's a lot of eyes.
Now look,
A lot
let
of
Garon
eyes.
look at his eye. Look at you with his eyes. His
He
special
looking
eyes.
at those hot dogs and he's all about it.
He wants
Glory
the
to you, hot dog.
house.
Glory to you and your lunch.
And your house. Team Star Trek. Question from
Experience
the audience.
Liege.
Yes.
Star Trek is objectively the only functional color palette. Why did the other color parties choose to be objectively wrong?
Well, they are undeveloped and small, tiny, pee-pee brained.
Your
And
face
to
is a
help
small,
simplify
tiny
that
pee-pee brain.
For the other color palettes, it is because they are dumb.
That's a funny way of pronouncing fuck you, but here
Your
we
mom's dumb.
Hey, Spock
No
hid
moonshine for
eggplant.
you.
Is that... Why the double lobster claw?
What?
I love
Yeah.
these debates.
Understandable, proceed.
Another question for Team Hot Dog. What do you have to say regarding the recent hot dog hamburger abomination?
I have to say, what people choose to do with their hot dogs is entirely up to them. If you want to be a weirdo, go ahead. But
As you
at
can
least
see-
the colors are there.
Well, let me interject really quick. As you can see, this proves that the hot dog is a sharing community of balance and friendship and accepts all types, even burgers. And, supporting the burger party from the Ox's mayor, Mad Ducks, as well.
Here, here. Here,
Mr.
here.
Speaker,
The
point of
speaker
order.
recognizes Mr. Squick.
I would like a hot burger. And I believe that Van Dan... Van... We're
I would
changing
also
that
like
now.
a
We
hot
are now
burger.
Van Dan.
Van
We wanted a
Dan.
hurt burger.
Well, let me put a D
We're
on the
gonna have
screen.
a
Hold
meat,
on.
And that's why we should
Van
win.
Dan.
But is there discount Van Dan?
Yes.
Give me that dollar
It's
store
Dan
hurt
Van.
burger.
Dan Dan.
Dan Dan. Go away, Dan Dan.
This is fucked up.
Order.
Unlikely, but good luck.
Dan Dant is representing strong today.
Dan Dan. That means we have double D's there, gentlemen.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Order. The house will come to
Like
order.
triple D's.
The house will come to order.
Get a third one. Hold on.
A question for Team Star Trek. Quote,
I didn't pass
why
second
does
grade for no
Starfleet
reason.
require me to wear pants?
Because black pants are universal and a point of order, you know.
Point of order,
In
Mr.
addition,
Speaker.
as a
Yeah, I will hear
follow-up,
the point of order.
Starfleet does not require pants.
Order.
Scants
The
are a thing.
member has not been recognized. There's been a point of order. I will hear this
Point of order. Point
I
of order.
recognize him.
I believe that
I
the
think it's-
Pantsraad
I think
has
that's Matt
already
Biz.
ruled on the necessity of pants, whereas I think we said they are not required.
Here, here.
Mm-hmm.
Member's point is well taken.
Mr.
If we're
Speaker,
wearing
point of
pants, then
order.
how can we hoist them?
I hear another point of order. I will hear it.
Yes, Starfleet does not require pants. Scants exist, skirts exist, and you may wear pants with any of those.
But
Mr.
not
Speaker.
after season 1.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
We don't talk about season 1. Yes, Mr. Squick.
The past isn't real, and I don't remember most of this.
Very well. Another
Also, I
question
send
from the
you
gallery.
lawn mowing noises.
Oh dear. A question from the gallery. Who is Bort Dordelson?
Oh, yeah.
Our
Legendary
greatest founding
Stats
father.
Is that a picture?
Here.
Natural
Mr.
Man
Dordelson.
Candy Savage.
Robusting some nerd.
Bort
Yeah.
Dordelson is
That-
a
that
Funny, it almost
honorable
looks like that
lineage of
nerd is wearing a
Mr.
Star
Speaker,
Trek
Mr. Speaker,
uniform.
I have another point here.
Speaker recognizes Mr. Kajifro.
Yes, it's interesting that for anyone who is a sort of fan of any of the other 3 color schemes, there is already a derogatory term that can be applied to them, which is nerd. Whereas if you like hot dogs, you're not a nerd. You're just
You're a wiener.
a human.
Yeah, you spell
you're
color with a
weird.
U.
Yeah, it's pretty gross on all fronts. I think we should
I
debate
yield
that
the rest of
later.
my time.
Another question from the gallery. For all parties, dare any of the parties stand up to gun clown diplomacy?
Oh, I
Oh,
don't know
wow.
what that is,
Obviously,
but
we
I'm
arm
in.
every clown that we see here in space.
Wait, can we put clowns into the gun?
I'm in.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
we
We
can
can
make
also
them
load
an
them with-
everyone problem.
FTL 13 had a clown launcher, or it should have shot missiles, but it definitely shot more clowns.
With
Right, so
clowns or with missiles?
It's also
Yeah, I
possible
say
to fill a
walk
clown with
softly
a
and
million.
carry. I
You're
say walk
crazy.
softly and carry a big seltzer bottle.
Is that also filled with clown?
Yes.
And
I
the
realize
clown
I'm
is
supposed to
filled
be
with
impartial.
gunpowder.
All
I
right, quick
don't
point of
believe I've
order. There's
never
been
heard of
69 subs
Wow.
from Dark Vox
Can I-
Star today.
Can I get a nice from all members?
Everyone in chat say nice.
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 Thank you for the
Nice.
insane support. Chill. And also about $100 or so from Tex for some reason.
The Overlord speaks.
For the hot dog party, would elephants eat peanut-shaped hot dogs?
Well, yes. I mean, technically, most hot dogs are already sort of peanut shaped. They're just not as, they're just not as bumpy. Yes, and so yes, I think that that they would eat peanut shaped hot dogs, and I posit that in some places they likely do.
What a happy looking clown.
This one is for any party which cares to answer. Beans, please elaborate.
That's a little bit political for this
They're,
current
magic
situation.
Beans are
Oh,
They
yeah.
say the more
staple
you
of
eat,
Van Zandt.
the more you toot.
a little bit controversial
Yeah.
there, don't you think?
No, no.
Beans
Beans
can
are
be
fantastic.
eaten
They
with
go
hot
with
dogs.
corn. They go with pretty much everything, and they're a big staple of the Van Sant militia. And also, it's a chain from Wide Tom that we frequent and sponsor.
Mr. Speaker, Dan does not recognize the existence of beans, so we're gonna need like 47,000 pounds of them as proof that they exist. Thank you.
He has a point.
Point of order to the speaker.
The speaker recognizes Mr. Monkey Biz.
Beans are, in fact, canon in Star Trek, having been referenced across numerous episodes.
Ooh, knowledge.
173.
Really?
Most notably in Star Trek V, where Spock and McCoy and Kirk all eat baked beans spiked with bourbon.
Dan contends that numbers are not real above 3.
This discounts Star Trek's 6, 7, 8, 9.
No.
10,
It's
and the
1,
rest
2,
of
and
them.
very, very much.
Oh, that's
I have sent my reply via photo to Diggs.
It has been posted.
Yeah. I got a question. If Van Zant is so great, then why do we have a picture of people there paying taxes? Look at that.
Outrageous.
Mr. Speaker,
We
Dan
don't pay
Dant would like
taxes
to
in
respond.
space.
The speaker recognizes Mr. Squick.
We'd just like to point out, you can't have tax fraud without taxes.
Also, that man can't read.
Neither can I.
He's still trying to pay them taxes, though.
Never said you had to read to pay taxes.
The tax is real to him, damn it.
To all parties.
Speaker, a request for recognition.
Yeah, the speaker recognizes Mr. Monkey Biz.
It is worth noting, again, that Star Trek, given that it takes place in a post-scarcity future, does not have money, therefore no taxes or tax fraud, and everyone is heavily armed at all times. Therefore,
Mr.
making
Speaker.
it more Van Zant than Van Zant.
What are you,
Mr.
some sort of
Speaker,
tracker?
Look at that beautiful
They also don't have
bean
ship
this
posts.
magnitude in
I've
this
heard-
chamber?
Several calls. The speaker recognizes Mr. Squick first.
Lies of this magnitude cannot be permitted in this chamber. Not only is the far fictional world of space bullshit humans entirely based on the basis
It is based.
of a colonial
Based hot dog.
monstrosity
That is
reaching
It's
forth
played hand
and
hot dog.
forcing additional civilizations to join under the threat of protection against both the Klingon and Romulan empires, allowing both to run unchecked exclusively to have an enemy of the state. You must join, or certainly our enemies will force you, but not us. We are the kinder, gentler option with far fewer warships, just science vessels that happen to have the armament to glass a planet. That, of course, being the standard of this civilization, comma, allegedly.
Point of order. Point.
Yes, please, yes.
Yes. I just simply want to say in rebuttal to the Star Trek person that I'm sorry, but just because Starfleet does not have any taxes doesn't mean that they don't exist in the Star Trek future. In fact, I believe there was an entire episode around the fact that the Ferengis were upset because someone was instituting
Mr.
taxes.
Speaker, a point of order here.
There is a good point that
Order.
Federation is a
Order.
multi-level marketing thing.
Order. The speaker recognizes Mr. Monkey Biz.
If we were displaying the colors of the planets of the Ferenginar Empire, then certainly the honorable gentleman would have a point. However, these are Federation colors. The Federation does not have taxes and therefore cannot commit tax fraud.
Yes, but I would just like to rebut that you aren't representing the Starfleet colors. You're representing Star Trek. It is in your name.
Star Trek are Starfleet.
What is
This
some sort
cannot
of,
be denied.
Does it not encompass all things?
what are you, Trekkie
Like
or Trekker?
the hot
What
dogs
are
the
you? Like, what?
replicators happily put out to the Star
know who you are.
Trek.
Mr. Speaker,
You know you can
point
get
of
a
order.
hot dog in a replicator.
Order. Speaker recognizes Mr. Squick.
The word rebut contains butt in it, and butts are funny.
The member's point is recognized.
I second that motion.
Here, here.
The house carried. This
On point.
this house acknowledges that the word rebut contains the word butt. Let it be noted.
Just noted.
Question to all parties from a member of the audience. When will the ox be free from the bean mine? Actually, sorry, excuse me, I misread that. When will the ox free from the bean mines? I not seen sunlight in years.
You don't get freed from the bean mine. It's a privilege to work there.
How did
We're
they get
happy to let
communication
you
outside the
stay.
bean mine?
I didn't realize they had
Exactly.
radar.
Hey, these guys.
Get back to work. Get some beans for us.
Shut up back
Yeah.
there. You're
It's okay,
feeding
guys.
everyone.
Attention
We've got
auxiliary
security on the
workers.
line.
You will leave the bean mines once morale improves.
Bring
Carry
in
on.
the technicals. We're gonna.
Bajoran workers, your attention, please.
I do not know what a bean mine technical is, but I am fairly certain I cannot afford it.
It's a landmine full of hardened beans. Yeah,
Another
it brings
question.
them the beanness.
A question to all parties.
Hey,
How would you
beanness.
feel if you didn't eat breakfast this morning?
Hungry. Next
Hungry.
question.
I
But
didn't eat
see,
breakfast this morning, and I feel fine.
I
Pretty good,
posit
man.
that I would normally feel fine. However, this morning I did have a breakfast of a hot dog.
I had a steak
I
for
had
breakfast this morning.
107
Speaker,
years of corn.
Point of order.
The
Does
speaker
coffee
recognizes
count as
Mr. Monkey Biz.
breakfast? Does coffee count as breakfast?
I posed the question to the house: Does
Is
coffee
beer?
count as breakfast?
No, it counts as soup.
If it does,
Well,
I've had
it's
3
half a
breakfasts this
breakfast.
morning.
It's
Mr.
half a
Speaker, I
breakfast.
have
You
a
need
question.
coffee and a cigarette
The
for a
speaker
proper
recognizes
finished
Mr.
breakfast.
Squick.
Was the coffee made using a filter?
Initially or presently?
At the time of consumption, was the
Yes.
article prepared? Then I would like to posit that as this is a liquid, it contains no solid food and therefore cannot be representative of the breaking of a fast.
Chips and beans.
You know what's a solid food? Hot dogs.
Yes.
So you put them in the coffee
You know what?
maker.
I would say coffee is only half a breakfast because it is recognized by the state of Finland that a coffee and a cigarette is a complete and balanced breakfast.
Bet
What
you
if I
take
just
a
want
hot
two
dog and
coffees?
coffee.
Mr. Speaker, point of order. Finland is not real.
That's
I second it.
You can't prove it.
There we are. Motion: Finland is not real. All in favor?
Nay.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Finland is no longer real.
Yes. What
Good
have we
debate,
done?
everyone. Good debate.
What have we
A
done?
member of the gallery has asked a question which I will not pose to the delegation because it is against the rules of the House. The question was split hand, eggplant, or both. We're moving on to the next one. Here is a question from a member of the of the Zanzant 8th Militia. Lieutenant Tree here. Can anyone fund my project for a quad-legged urban mech with a long tom?
That sounds
Yes.
funny.
We will we'll fund it with illegally substanced corn and with popcorn buttered with not real butter but like corn substitute butter. And we'll fatten up all these cows and we'll butcher them and we'll offload that and you'll have double corn fed cows.
I like where you're thinking, but also that has too many steps. What if we just charge people $20 to hit the fun button?
No.
Speaker, may I pose a question to Van Zandt?
The speaker recognizes Mr. Super Chief.
Van Zandt, you are so proud of your side corn. Why is it not represented in your flag colors?
Because
Ooh.
we've ate it.
Because it comes out the second tier of that flag.
Exactly.
Which is just proving the flag is shit. Anyways, hot dog is a family. We're all together. We're all enjoying the same thing. It's delicious. Everyone's happy with hot dog. In fact, a large part of entire Legion and Courtesy Flesh's history is about hot dogs and Mike getting paid in hot dogs. And that's a core foundation. Star Trek, yeah, we like Star Trek. Some people don't. Van Zandt, it is grassroots all the way up from us. And I completely respect Van Zandt. Part of being the DJ for Van Zandt, that's a big part of me. I love space. Don't get me wrong. Space is great. Trek is great. I love Star Trek. But hot dog, we can all sit down and eat a nice hot dog at a camp. We can't watch Star Trek at a camp. We can't play space at a camp. We should go out and camp more. Van Zandt will probably protect us while we camp, but they got to eat, and they got to eat hot dogs.
I have a rebuttal.
Several points of order from the Star Trek Coalition.
The speaker recognizes first Mr. Lone
Oh,
Wolf.
look, corn.
Yes. So my question for hot dog is, why are your colors the same color as after I wipe on my toilet paper? That's all I have to question for you. Look at those
Too much
colors.
corn.
No, I tell you not. It can't be corn.
Look at all that corn you're eating.
Because the colors of hot dog are immutably good. And they will always be present.
or
Mr.
their shit.
Speaker, I would like to speak.
The speaker recognizes
I'd like
Mr.
to
Turbo.
rebut
Yeah,
and
what?
debut these claims. Firstly, yeah, all you're talking about is having the same regimented meal over and over. In space, we have what we want. We also have a lot of surprise meals because sometimes science team gets into the kitchen and, it's always a surprise, but it's wonderful. Tim grew a third arm yesterday. It was great.
It's because I fed him those bear meat, duck, and chicken tacos.
Why are you
Mr. Your
feeding
Honor.
me Psyduck?
Mr.
Yeah.
Speaker,
Uh,
call for
the-
recognition.
Those are delicious.
The speaker recognizes Mr. Monkeyviz.
I would like to rebut and respond to a number of different points. So first, Star Trek is as much a part of the history of the BPL as hot dogs. Second, I think Lone Wolf may need to go see a doctor if his poop looks like hot dog colors.
I refuse.
And third,
Unfortunately,
the Star Trek committee offers foods from all across the galaxy, including Klingon blood wine, Romulan ale, and whatever those weird noodle things were. God, yes,
do
that's
not
it.
things that Van Zandt does not supply is doctors and healthcare. So
It's
maybe
true.
just eat a hot dog and just keep working.
We have great veterinary
Or you
staff,
could
though.
visit science.
We love our animals.
We also have
Mr.
Cisco's
Speaker.
Creole Kitchen.
The speaker
Yep.
recognizes Mr. Squick.
Nice. I'm here and I have a microphone, and that's an everyone problem. Also, Team Hot Dog, love you guys. You're great, but also maybe don't call it a family snack when what you get is like you put a family in a blender and out come the hot dogs. So that's just like extra steps cannibalism, and I think people view that as bad. And if they view that as bad, they should view that as part of Team Hot Dog because I'm worried they're doing too well. And we're here to pick a fight and win that.
Speaking
fight
of
when we
hot
pick.
dog, I got a message from the Emperor himself. The Emperor has a question for the Pantsraad, and then I pause, as he says, and then it says, in quotes, "Has anyone seen the timing gauge for my machine gun? It's in the 30 caliber one. This is what it looks like." And he put it up on the screen. Anyone seen that?
I've only seen
cargo.
it used in a video.
Hell
I don't-
yeah.
Does it
That looks
jingle
I don't
like
know where it
keys?
is in
Something you could
cargo,
hit
but it's
somebody
there.
with.
It's probably been cooked into a hot dog because we have not regulated our.
Please do not hot dog the machine gun parts.
Sounds like anti-hot
Clip
dog
that.
propaganda.
Clip that.
Can we not hot dog the machine parts?
A question for
You can
Team
machine
Star
the
Trek.
hot dog parts.
As the subject of
I
taxes
cast
was
root
raised
beer
earlier,
and chili dog.
the question is as follows: what about taxes on the Star Trek gangster planet? Are they not part of the Federation? And didn't Kirk say they'd come back for their cut?
I believe Captain Kirk was, as is known in the biz, speaking out of his ass, and entirely decided to just tell him that. And
Yeah,
not
that goes around a lot in Star Trek.
This is correct. And there is no evidence that Captain Kirk did, in fact, go back and collect taxes, therefore committing tax fraud. So, really kind of a win win.
Question for Team Hot Dog.
The people lurking in the walls wish to know if the speaker or any of us will be dealing with the flickering bulb at the end of the long hallway.
No.
That is a question for the maintenance committee.
Not my job.
Not
their
our job.
That would,
Yeah.
It's actually a
We'll
feature.
get O'Brien on it right away.
A question
Mood lighting.
for Team Hot Dog. Question: are these hot dogs beef or pork?
Bold of you to assume they have identifiable meat.
I would posit that they could be either, and they are usually some either mix of the two, or we can keep our kosher hot dogs on one side and our pork on the other. I
smell like
prefer
tofu.
personally the beef.
It is a Schrodinger's meat.
It's
Can you chill out, Squick? Jesus Christ.
I am prolific.
I have actionable intelligence that Team Hot Dog uses exclusively bar S pork and chicken amalgam hot dogs.
the hell you say.
Thoughts on
still sounds
Skyline
far
chili,
too
everybody?
identifiable. Have you considered mechanically separated protein tube?
Also known as Skyline chili in a can.
My God.
A question.
Speaker,
Oh,
Crunchy
yes.
carpet coating.
The speaker recognizes Mr. Monkeybiz.
Skyline chili is, in fact, real and can hurt you.
He is from the Skyline area.
The member's point is recognized.
Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Squick.
I would like to stir the pot and bring up the past. Earlier, the Federation said they were the opposite of chaos. I'd just like to point out everything that has happened since they said that.
It's true.
Yeah,
Don't eat
they
goat.
should have been a calming factor here, but they've just been instigating.
A fine hot dog.
So what we have is they try to enforce order, but they can't, and they say they don't have taxes, yet they do.
Just like they can't control wars in the Delta sector.
Oh, we have a follow-up question for Team Hot Dog. Venison hot dogs? Question mark?
You know, we're all equal when it comes to becoming a hot dog or a sausage or any kind of long john or whatever the hell you want.
Red hot.
Yes, I have enjoyed elk hot dogs. I have enjoyed boar hot dogs. They're all good. Anything can be made into a hot dog. All it needs is to be the right shape, to have those colors, and to be edible. And that makes it a hot dog.
Horse
You hear
slits and
that?
buttholes,
They're going
more
to turn
like
you
it.
all into hot dogs. They want to eat you.
Give us time.
Team
Cannibals.
Spess. Team Spess. A question from the gallery. How can we adopt your colors if we have no ceiling?
You don't need
Simple
ceiling
enough.
to have
It just
colors,
goes
my
in
friend.
space.
There is no ceiling. It's true. Don't look at it. Don't pay attention. Don't look up. It's not safe.
Yeah, don't pay attention to
Nothing
that. If
there.
you're noticing that, you're already doing it wrong. Just don't look.
Don't panic the rest of the station. Don't post shit like that.
But do shitpost, because that keeps your mind off it.
Another question from the gallery. How can we trust Star Trek? They're from a cashless society, and therefore we cannot bribe them to do what we want.
Oh, that's a good point.
That is
Yep,
exactly
Point of order.
Why do the
These-
Klingons?
Also,
I hear a
poking
point,
point
of
of
order.
order.
I hear a point of order. I will hear this point of order.
The Star Trek universe is not entirely cashless. Gold Press Latinum exists.
Point of
So
order.
now-
order.
Still be bribed.
So point of
Okay.
order here. Now we are talking about the whole universe and not just Starfleet. So decide which one it is.
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor,
Yes.
I'd like to pick a fight.
Floppy boys.
The speaker recognizes Mr. Squick.
Fuck you.
Understandable.
Mr. Speaker, I have a point of order regarding
Speaker
the Star
recognizes
Trek
Mr. Turbo.
allegations. If the Federation does take taxes, and they do, as we can see in the Piece of the Action episode, and they aren't getting cash or gold press latinum from them, this implies that they are taking slaves or at least other favors from the people of planets as taxes.
And
What
That means they should be part of Van Zandt.
Here, here.
I may,
Or-
if I
And
may
then has
say,
taxes too. We just showed the picture
I don't believe in pictures.
of Mr. Van Zandt himself paying taxes.
John
That was Dan Dan.
John Van
That's
Zandt.
that was Dan Dance.
Yeah, which is
Dan.
a
That was
legally
John
separate
Van Zandt
entity for
himself.
tax purposes.
That was John Dan Dance. It's a proxy.
I realize again I'm supposed to be impartial, but I have to ask: is there any truth to the rumor that John Van Zandt was as a pseudonym for Bort Dordelson?
Yes.
I could believe it.
Dan Dant Dordelson.
Oh my god, that would put a through line between us. Nacho Man Candy Savage, better known as Dork Dordelson, better known as John Van Zandt.
He's
Your
been a
Honor, I
lost
would like
player,
to
man.
engage in the time-honored tradition of pay-per-view, because that would be pretty cool.
Dork Dordelson versus Nacho Man Candy Savage
Hell
one hell of a
yeah.
start.
versus John Van Zandt at the last second.
With the steel chair.
I don't think it'll be a chair. It'll have to be more extreme than that. With the
Orbital
clown.
chair.
A question
With
for
the clown
Team
that
Van
was
Zandt.
knocked over.
Will adopting the Van Zandt color scheme entail also adopting the minefield? And if so, how will you avoid angering Comstar?
Avoid? Where do you think we're getting the mines?
Yeah. I mean,
What you do is you go, hey, Comstar, fuck off. And they're like, we're going to send a mine ship. And we're like, yeah, send it. And then the mine ship hits the mines, and then we get double mines. It's infinite money.
it's true.
Mindception.
And the mines are made from corn. It's superheated corn, which blasts off into weaponized popcorn.
Yeah, that's how popcorn works.
Like, that's
You
why I
gotta
call it
stop
popcorn.
working the ox holes in the mines too hard.
Monkey, why does it look like a giant bean covered in cheese? Is that
Nope, I
bread?
don't
It
see
is.
that.
Point of order,
Mr.
Mr.
A
Speaker.
point of order.
I hear a point of order.
The
What?
image that Sir Diggs has just pulled up is, in fact, Coney dogs, which are hot dogs, next to Skyline Chili.
Blech.
And as we all know, everybody hates Skyline, and nobody likes it except maybe for me.
The member's point is
Point of
recognized, but
order.
I have to see. I
Point
have
of
to say,
order.
all I saw was two of the same thing next to each other. Yeah, I hear a point of order.
Yes,
That was
I
Turbo.
too like Skyline.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Filthy.
Skyline, the #1 food for adding to the carpet. It crunches when you walk. Skyline.
Your Honor, point of order.
I would
Mr.
also,
Stuka.
I would like to point out, I forgot my initial point of order, but I would still like to speak. So, fuck you.
Well, in that case,
Got him.
yeah, the speaker will recognize Mr. Turbo first.
Yeah, fuck you. Forgot that first point, but it's no reason we can't fight about it.
Member's point is recognized.
Big
The
old
speaker
doinks.
recognizes Mr. Stuka.
You know what none of these other places have, but we have in spades in space?
Big old honks.
Big old honks. Smoking big old donks. In space.
Point of
Mr.
order, Mr.
Speaker.
Speaker.
Yes.
I would just like to say every picture that has been put up of actual hot dogs looks delicious. Why would we not want those as our colors? They're always good.
Really good.
Point of order. Their judgment is clearly flawed because they said they like Skyline Chili as well. They salivated over the sight of Skyline Chili.
You cannot stop the goodness.
These men are all over the place.
All right.
Just like their hot
Another
dogs.
one final question from the gallery. To all members of the delegation, if you had to use only 3 words to describe your palette, what would they be?
Better than yours.
Okay. That's team
Long.
space.
Fucking handled, man.
Long and
All right.
hyphenated.
There's
Dan,
space. We have for space.
Uh,
What 3 words for hot dog and Van Zandt?
for hot dog, I would like to say liberté, égalité, fraternité.
Very well. And Van Zandt?
Cash
that
up
is-
front.
Very well. It is noted. At this time, I will begin setting up the totally democratic
Real.
and not at all rigged vote.
Is that an
For the color
armor-piercing hot
scheme.
dog?
It's
The
homemade.
members may continue to debate freeform while the vote is conducted.
Freeform debate is the one with the steel chair, yes?
They did a good job on
3
that.
minutes.
Fight Club.
Come at
Starting
me.
now. Actually, probably starting a few seconds after you hear me say starting now because of the Twitch delay. But yes, the poll is now open. The members of the gallery may vote whilst the delegates continue to debate.
Vote for Van
Speaker.
Zandt because, like, you should and you want to, and you're
Because-
hearing Van Zandt, and
Okay,
Van
space,
Zandt
because
is
we're
the
cool
word
and
you
they're
are
fucking
hearing
lame.
as we continue to filibuster through the
They're
entirety of
ultra
the
lame, but we're
corn,
really cool.
trucks, and guns. And that's what I'm telling you.
Because
Van
We're
Van
fucking
Zandt,
are the
clowns,
Van
chaos, fat
President of
doinks,
the
fat
Corn Club.
honks.
Order.
We got that one restaurant.
Oh yeah, that one.
corn
We
truck.
got those 2. That's more than that one.
Why
you
would
didn't
you
think of
have
that?
2 restaurants when you can have that one that the angry guy went to, and then the napkins didn't work, and they mad, and then they fucked off, and now we got free.
Oh, we had like
Comstar
2
money
guys go to
because
our
we
That's
two
took
very,
different
very much
restaurants.
Comstar money, by the way.
Yeah, not anymore. Yoink!
Don't
Well,
need
not
don't
only
need
do we have
Comstar
our-
money to stay at home and enjoy a nice hot dog. I'm just saying,
Not
you
at
guys are
all.
working real hard for something that's simple as a nice hot dog.
Yes.
In space, we have the Shonies, where the ghost of Stefan Amaris currently resides.
Yeah,
It
and we're not
also-
fucking with that. Do we look like Team Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, you can piss on his
Does Stefan
dumpster.
Amaris live behind a golden corral?
Yeah,
Look.
I thought that was a golden corral.
It
Yeah,
can
he
be
looks
both.
like a
Here's the
golden
thing.
corral.
You
No, it's
have
gonna be like
you
a
have a
mini
high enough
sodium
in
Caesars.
you have a high enough in sodium meal, you can beat the piss out of a ghost. It's just how it works.
We had Kerensky stop by, and he signed a napkin. A napkin. What can you say to that?
And what
Kerensky
did the
said no
napkin
service.
say?
We have the ghost of
was
the man that he
waiting.
helped kill.
He was waiting for a hot dog.
If I
Yeah,
may
objection.
rebut,
We don't do hot dogs.
Objection
he
on the
left to go
grounds
live in
that
space, so get
one of
I
the
heard-
other
I heard an
idiots that
objection.
I'm not listening to has implied that if you're sweaty enough, you can wrestle a ghost.
No, not sweaty, salty enough.
Van
Yeah, where do
Zant
you think the salt
Militia
comes from?
right on the screen.
Oh, your bloodstream mostly. You just
Yeah,
has
you
to be
get
in your
too
system.
scared,
Larry
and
and
then
Joe.
all of your salt comes out, and you can fight a ghost. But you're gonna try and
Yeah.
punch a ghost,
The
but ghosts
naval
got hands,
artillery.
so now you got to wrestle a ghost and get them into the tiny ghost trap thing, which is basically just a toaster. And as the
No,
one
you just
science
you
duck
just
has
beat the
proven,
piss out of them.
if
That
you
sounds
put
like a
enough
skill
bits in a
issue on your
toaster,
part.
like
It's not my
all
fault you
things
don't know how to
return to
wrestle
meal.
ghosts.
That's
It's
why we got
easy.
into hog
Order.
wrestling, because we convinced
Whoa.
the ghost to get into the hog, and then we wrestle that
See how
bastard
fired
down.
up they all are? When they calm down, they're going to enjoy a nice, hot, delicious hot dog.
Yeah,
if I
only
may
if we can
Exactly.
put it through the coffee
And by
maker.
cooking the hot dog, they will have the bonus of hot dog water afterwards.
No, you got
I'm
Star
gonna
Trek
punch
with,
a hot
like,
dog.
yeah, they had their iconic meal of like we would like fancy
What a
tea, but you
snort a
combine
hot
that with
dog.
hot
You
dog.
can't make me eat it.
No, you tell that computer, yeah, all tea is made with hot dog water, and you watch the Federation implode.
I refuse to drink the wiener water.
Speaker,
I'm just
If I may
saying that if you're legitimately cooking if you have a hot dog, you don't have to eat it, but it's there when you need it, and that's the power of the hot dog. Like, when you
Alright.
want one, it's there.
if I may,
Members of the
Exactly.
One final
You know
comment.
what else
from
is
the
always
chief.
there? Space.
photon torpedoes, full spread, fire.
Members of
That's
the
how you make
House,
hot
the,
dogs?
the
Transphases?
gallery has voted by clear
Oh, I didn't even see the
majority
fucking poll. God damn it.
to adopt the Van
Spend your
Zandt
money,
color scheme
nerd.
by a 50% majority.
Too busy entertaining the masses.
Therefore, it is the resolution of this House that Van Zandt should be the non-binding color choice.
All right, they get one extra vote. That's what this
Point of
matters.
order to the speaker.
Mr. Monkey, yes.
Yes, Van Zandt is stupid. Therefore, the Star Trek Coalition does not recognize this result.
Just because I can't count, don't make me stupid.
Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Squick.
Van Zandt is stupid, and so are we.
A win for democracy. More like capitalism.
Do any of
Democracy.
the honorable House members have like an animal nearby they can annoy for a minute? Because if you could pet them, I would be very much appreciative.
I have no animals.
Yes,
None at
I
all.
have an animal nearby.
Yeah, he
I will
must
I'll
agree.
extend
pat
this
my hog.
to
I
also
use all
members
my
of the
money
audience.
for hot dogs.
Yeah, audience,
Right.
if you have like an animal you can annoy with attention and/or snacks, you should do that for.
You could just
democracy.
replicate a hot dog.
All in favor of this motion to annoy an animal.
Aye.
I will pet my cat right now. Hold on.
The
Excellent.
ayes have it.
Currently
All right.
annoying an animal.
The ayes have it.
Willie
On
has been
that
pet.
note, I thank the members of the delegation for their participation in today's debate. I thank the audience for their participation in today's debate. And I hereby call this session of the Pantsraad to a close.
All right.
Good
thanks everyone
debate,
for coming
everybody.
out. And thanks
Yeehaw.
so much for everyone out
Splayed
there with
hand
the
eggplant.
support.
Having us.
Splayed hand eggplant.
Your
Actually, you
mom.
know what? Splayed hand hot dog. Because none of the other ones can fit in your hand like an eggplant. Just saying.
Hot
Hot
choke
on a
Plant
hot dog.
Eggman from
Eggplant.
Dan.
And they come
Dan.
with big and small hot dogs. So you can all feel comfortable like Will.
My mom tastes like bacon. Thank
Cut
you.
the feed. Cut the video. Cut the video.
No,